Yeah, just Sveno and Mick here. We're at Mountain View Road, having a bit of a drive, taking Carlsy around for a bit of a drive in the Falcon ute that we've purchased, and clearly that's Mountain View Road overlooking the glass house. So we're at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we've had a lot of rain here in southeast Queensland, 1 hour north of Brisbane, up in the Blackall Range in the hinterland, the township of Maleny. We've had a lot of rain here in the last 2 to 3 weeks. I was just looking at the water gauge at home. It's 170 mils, so coming up for 8 inches, and that's the second time we've tipped it out, second time plus, being completely full. So we've had, in the last fortnight, 3 weeks, we've definitely had over 10 inches of rain here in the old language, 200 mil in the metric system, and so there's a young bird I know with a Hilux I know there parked there. What's going on there? And anyhow, so yeah, this car drives. Been a fair while since I've been in something like this and driven them, and you just don't, you forget how good they are, how civilised they are to drive. Like, don't get me wrong, I like my old GQ, but you just these things are, being a style side, they're not actually a tonner. They're only I think it's 800 kilos or something. And this car just rides, a leaf spring on the back, just rides absolutely unreal. And really good Bauer engine, really 180 BA182. So 182 kilowatts was the big catch cry when they come out. They were when they were first BAs, EA169, I think it was. That was what the factory had given them. They were just called BA, but the actual car was an EA169, I think. E, I'm not sure what that would be for. A would be Australia, I think. Yeah, so just trying just have a look at this. Have a look at these. I've got the spotties on there, so they're on. And then you flick the spotties off and flick on the big red lights. And I was telling the son and I were having a laugh, and we said they're infrared and they can see through women's clothes. Those things. So yeah, so we're just going along Carthy's Road, just doing a little bit of a drive around, have a look and see how wet everything is. The rain's hasn't been super heavy, but it's just continuous, and now the creeks then will start to come up, and it's probably got a bit heavier here in the last few hours. So you see all the water down in the drains, and that's starting to run, and you'll see this little, used to live in the house just to the right hand side there, that's starting to come up. So if we got an hour's heavy rain, that'd probably go over the road there where it does, and we're just going to go for a little drive around. So yeah, really this car, these are just exactly like driving a good sized family sedan. It actually drives that smooth. Like I say, I'm just absolutely amazed, because our roads around here aren't anything special, I can tell you. And you just forget how good these type of vehicles drive. They're just good because they got a big 4 litre inline six engine, twin overhead cam, which I said before, and you don't have to rev them. They got a lot of torque. I think they got up around I think it's close to 400 newton meters of torque at very low revs. Like, you effectively only have to idle them. And the turbocharged ones go way better again. Like they're, I think up to 300, maybe 320 or 330 kilowatt. And they got an overboost or something that you can do with them. So yeah, they punch out massive power. That's standard out of the factory. But yeah, there's really not much else I'm going to say here, but everything else is going good. I don't know if I'll be doing too much work this week. I'm getting this thing on the rego and everything changed over, and other than that, I'm getting personalised plates on this, and they're not personalised, they're just the old black and white, the old Queensland style number plate. They used to be black and white when I was a kid, and I just reckon they look a lot better. But no, other than that, there's our Maleny school, primary school there. That used to be the primary school and the high school when I was going to school, so that's where I spent all my years of school, my 10 years of schooling. And there's the old PMG building we just went past, Postmaster General, which became Telecom, which then went to Telstra. Used to work for them too, but it was long after they were PMG. But look, I'm going to leave it at that. There's really not, we're just coming to the roundabout in the metropolis of Maleny, and got plenty of mowing to do, and too wet to do it, so it's going to be interesting, and I've got to go pull some levers too, and so I'm going to leave it at that. Sveno, Mick out.